Now I'm not gonna go get a glove. And my light, my camera is not.
Your camera?
My thingamajigger's not auto dimming.
Oh, dude, they
Don't you dare.
almost. Somebody grab a Sharpie. We are live.
Hold up. I don't want to get yelled at later.
What's up, guys?
Huh?
Who's cracking? Okay, here we are, back on the bug. Intake's on. A little bit of work. Still got a ton to do, but it's little crap. What you been up to, man?
A lot of little crap. Well, we're almost there. I mean, basically, I got this thing all nice and dropped back in. I got the studs screwed down, so now I'll be able, or, you know, snug down, so now I'll be able to put the nuts and actually bolt this intake down. Been running wiring, been, you know, pretty much modifying the brand new wiring so that I don't have about 2 feet for a 6-inch connector, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trying to make it all as clean as possible. Got some spark plugs in the holes now. Got the tape off the exhaust so we can start mocking that up next.
Got our notch back here.
Got our notch to clear the intercooler. We got the heat exchanger mounted. We got a plate for the water pump made.
That'd be the heat exchanger.
We slowly got the switch pros going. Got a few more wires to run for the fans. Got a wire to run for the fuel pump. I can actually get this thing cranking now. We just need to run the remote oil filter housing, get that all tightened up with the hoses and stuff, and then we'll actually be able to start this thing up. I think I got the measurements for the belts that we're going to be running on this thing. They're going to be super tight, but you know, we're trying to get everything as perfect as possible. And this is going to be one of those Volkswagen style belts where you're going to have to turn it to tighten it even that you have a tensioner. It's kind of going to be weird, but it's going to be tight.
We like it tight.
We got a lot of RPM going in this thing, so
Yep.
Gotta have everything as tight as possible.
Yeah, buddy. All right, check it out. All right, you guys seen this getting made last time? Little panel for a fuse box. Coming out pretty good. Here's the bracket that we ended up with for our water pump. So we're thinking of mounting our oil filter on that because there's nowhere really good to mount this thing where the suspension isn't going to hit it, exhaust isn't going to hit it. So where we're going to come in at is right here, right above that bracket. So we're going to modify the bracket a little bit so we can have a little drainage pan in there. Should be a pretty easy oil change at that point. All right, here's what we got. So we're going to start the bracket here. So we still got room to get to our fitting for our water pump. Then the run's going to start here. We're going to run it at an angle for about 4 inches. Level it out and flatten it for 1 inch. That'll give us room to mount a little nipple here. That way he can drain it kind of like those Toyota Tacoma setups. And we'll box that baby in. On the top here, we'll have a little 1 inch hole so it can drain. Now the problem is, this vehicle is going to spend all its time in the sand. So if we leave that open, they'll never be able to drain the oil out of it because it'll have all kinds of crap in there and mixed with oil. Nothing's going to come out the tube. So we're going to run these little grommets here so you can plug it up. When he's ready to do an oil change, he pops the plug, loosens the filter, and rock and roll.
Just getting my final torque measurements here. You know?
Torque a mano
Yeah.
or a Guten tight because it's a Volkswagen.
Guten Tag.
I ever tell you what Egg's favorite car is? A Volkswagen.
I like it. Dad joke. Gotta keep those in the memory bank.
And a German American's favorite car.
Alright.
What would we call this? A Schwagen?
Schwagen?
Yeah.
You fool.
What do you think, guys? Should I put Schwagen on our little bracket here? We'll just unofficially name this car.
The Schwagen.
They had that's close because Volkswagen had the Scirocco, huh?
Could be the Corvac. Corwagen. Corvagen?
Corwagen.
Corvagen.
Could be the Volket.
The what?
Volket.
The Volket. Alright, so this is gonna get fun. Whenever you need to change your map sensor, you won't be able to see it. It's gonna be tucked in there.
I think fuel pressure regulator is going to be interesting.
You're not supposed to really adjust it more than, a couple times.
Bigger supercharger, more fuel,
Just on tune.
nitrous.
Just on the tuning table,
Nitrous.
bro.
Speaking of which, I got an idea. Justin gives his little outros and it's like, hey, tap that beer mug, don't spill your suds, right? I think you need to push that nitrous button, become a subscriber,
Ooh,
right?
I like that. I've never seen an outro because I never make it that far, but I like the idea.
Yeah. He's like Tom Cruise, like you don't watch his own movies, you know?
Dang.
That's why I leave some stuff in there, you know?
Unless I go to the movie theaters, I always sit there longer than everybody else because they always have the outro fucking scenes or whatever, the extra scenes. I love those, dude.
Maybe we got to do that. We got to roll credits, and then the true fans will stick around.
That's my
Looking pretty, though.
Yeah. This is what I was talking about earlier. So, see these wires are all crazy long. These are all cool to stay up here. You can actually see that I've already opened the harness. This is obviously not how it comes. And our fuel, honestly, I was just thinking about plugging it in there and being done.
Mm-hmm.
That way our Holley EFI system has a way to read fuel up front and we don't have to be sticking our head through the back window to see the little gauge on the bottom, because that's what we used to do when we were in here tuning this thing or troubleshooting too, because come on, man, it's a car at the end of the day. We still have to troubleshoot sometimes.
Yep.
But it's going to be a lot less now that I worked on it. Just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Now I just jinxed it.
It's a little crooked, man. So, not hating on whoever built this because it's a pretty gnarly build, but come on, man.
Next one's going to be straighter.
Yeah. Yeah.
When we build it.
Yeah. Ideally, this is going to be one piece. Because for us to pull this 90-degree off with this being bent, I guess I could bend this first and then do that. So this could be one piece, and then we'll box in the sides, one separate pieces. Make sense?
I thought this was a side.
So this is this panel.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Then,
This is just a side profile.
okay.
So if we started here, this run should be 4 inches. So we can add on 1/8 for our bend, but this should be 1 inch. And then 1 inch in height. That'll give us our pan. And then we'll need to make side pieces to that one. Alright, so we click the end point. And we just stop anywhere because we're going to change the length to 1 inch. We have another, so we could do the next one 1 1/4 inches to make up for the bends, I guess. Okay, so that's it pretty much, and then it's up to me to bend it in the right spot.
Exactly.
So it's 120 degrees where we're at. GoPro keeps dying because it's too hot. So we're gonna try to get this bracket laid out for you, and then we put the GoPro in the fridge. See if we can cool it down. Hey, we're trying.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You guys are nice and fresh. All right. Still 120 degrees out here, man. All right. We are ready to rock and roll. We got our deal set up. Here we go. Alright, so we got our main plate cut out. We got our little shivs cut out, which are actually our side pieces. Ready to start bending. Oh yeah. One bend down. Now we go for the 90. Somebody, after watching how redneck we are, is gonna buy us a big ass bending brake. Or donate it, you know. I'm pretty sure they feel guilty for us, and there's probably some guy out there who owns a bending brake company that would love to sponsor this video.
That'd be cool, but I doubt it.
Because we're just broke fabricators. Easy peasy, baby. We're darn close. I like it.
Using the fish out of the motor.
He's gonna weld this one because I don't want to make that other plate again.
Wait, technically you could weld this one because if you it up, you just have to make this one.
Nobody's gonna see it.
That's what I'm saying. Not saying that you would it up, but just saying that.
I think it's too hot for this stuff, and I'm gonna let the professional do it. I just draw pictures.
There you go. I just dropped the truth. We're just going for brownie points here at this point. Now I'm not gonna go get a glove. And my camera is not.
Your camera?
My thingamajigger's not auto dimming.
Jonathan burned himself, and now he's all jacked up, and he's feeling dangerous. All right, ladies and gentle ladies, the bracket is built. Water pump going to the intake. Oil filter. Rotate the camera. And the drain hole right there, which we'll hook a hose up to. Probably zip tie it here with a little valve. So you just twist it. Loosen your oil filter. Drains into that hole. That'll have a little bung hole cover so no dirt gets in there. And then comes out the bottom, baby. What do you think?
I like it.
Okay.
I'll get it back out of my way.
Nope. Hard mounted. Done, son.
The pain.
So that's my execute. Hit that subscribe button. What do we say? Click that nitrous button. I gotta figure out how to do that one.
You better not leave.
Ring that bell. And I'm out.
Better not be.